How's it going, guys? Welcome to the FM Dugout for episode 2 of the Lions Den with Glasgow Lions FC. So last time round it was just a quick intro into what the series was going to be about and a quick overview of the club. Pre-season is over and today sees us take on Glentoran FC in the UK Cup first round. Now I've had to actually restart the save because I've realised that I didn't actually have any reserves or under-19s in any of the 10 leagues in the new UK League structure. So obviously I'm trying to get a brand new league structure working, and that's something I wasn't prepared to carry on with. However, ran it again and made some signings here and got to the end of pre-season, got into this cup round and spotted that the short name for League 7 and 8 are actually set to L6, which could be a little bit confusing when you look at the cup draws, but it's something I can live with because I really don't like starting over and over again, because I probably won't sign the same players and just won't work out the same way. So anyway, today's game sees us in the one and only cup competition in the new UK League structure, and we go away to Glentoran, who are in League 4 and we are in League 8, so a full 4 leagues between us, and certainly I think Glentoran would be the favourites for today's game. So what I'll do first is I'll give you a quick run through transfers. I doubt anyone will know the players that we've signed. Most of who we've signed are players for kind of squad purposes. We haven't really been able to improve the quality a great deal. We've signed Liam Anderson, a young Scottish midfielder, fairly decent player. Where was it he used to be? He used to be at Motherwell. I think he looks, pretty decent. He's got a good teamwork work rate. His first touch is pretty decent. Tackling is pretty good for a ball-winning midfielder. That's important. Natural fitness and stamina are high as well. He's only 19 years old. He has a chance to develop, so he'll be floating in and around that first 11. Ryan McCann has been signed from a free transfer as well. Nice versatile player, can play in a lot of positions. Decent, you can see the orange kind of across the board. I do think we've got better options than him for the first team, so he will be kind of giving us that backup that we do need, because it was such a small squad to begin with. And next up, if anyone is familiar with the story of Peebles FC from my first Let's Play on the channel, Glory Natumba was one of our main men there in the lower leagues in Scotland, and I've signed him here. And yeah, he's not going to be a main player either. He might be come January, which I'll tell you about in a few minutes. But yeah, he's a decent player. He's fit, he's strong, pretty decent jumping wise. Heading not particularly great, so for a target man it's not ideal. Fairly decent on the ball, he's aggressive. I think he'll be okay for us. Jody Lynch is a player that I'm fairly happy with. He does improve our option on the left wing. He's got a good work rate, good pace, good stamina, natural fitness. Crossing's not too bad. Dribbling's a little lower than I would have hoped for, but he's done quite well for us in our friendlies so far. Then we have Alan Lawson, Scottish left back. Physicals are pretty good for a 21-year-old. Again, teamwork's quite high, bravery's decent. Marking, tackling, not the greatest you've ever seen. Long throws 11, so he'll be a decent player. He won't be first choice, but he certainly will provide backup. Now we've got Aaron James, who a little bit older here, 24 years old, can play naturally as a left back or a centre back. I did kind of buy him to be a centre back, and certainly that's where I've played him in friendlies when he's come off the bench. I don't think he's going to be the greatest left back, really. Defensively he'll be fine, I think. Heading, marking, tackling, all pretty decent. But going forward, he's not particularly quick. He's not good at crossing. Passing's not too bad. So yeah, he's a good player. I can't be too picky at this level, really. Jordan Tapping is next, a young Scottish centre-back who can also play at right-back and central mid. Again, fairly standard kind of player. He's got 3 kind of decent, well, I say decent, they're not really that good at all. But yeah, as I say, beggars can't be choosers. Last but not least, James Morgan. Fairly happy with the signing here. Former Newcastle youngster, and he looks quite good. Certainly physical wise, his pace, acceleration is quite good for fullback. Would prefer natural fitness and stamina to be a little higher, but he's a good worker, and there's a few areas we need to work on, obviously, but it's not too bad. Crossing 3 as well, hardly ideal, and based on the fact that our fullbacks aren't particularly good, I'm going to show you the tactics that we're going with. So we're going with 4-4-2, and the reason why I want to do that is I don't think we've got a striker strong enough to play on their own. I don't think we've got attacking midfielders wide or central that are good enough to give us that kind of threat that I've had in the other series I've been running with. I also don't think the fullbacks are strong enough to be pressing forward, so I think it's going to be a kind of collective effort, and a lot of the time we'll be looking for the two forwards to kind of hold up play for the support to come in. So in terms of who we have in our starting lineup, obviously we've had friendlies. I haven't got the ticker up because, well, you're not really going to know the guys' names, so hopefully this will be a bit of an introduction. Then I can start doing the ticker from this episode going forward. So in goals we've got Richie Barnard, 34-year-old goalkeeper. He's the more experienced of the two keepers, I would say. He's a pretty solid keeper. He's been pretty good during our friendlies, 5 clean sheets out of 6 games. Then have Darren Dolan as the backup goalkeeper. I think he's got the potential to be better than Barnard, so we'll probably start rotating him round once we're into the league games, but certainly for this game against Glentoran I'm going to go with Barnard. Seeing James Morgan, the two centre backs at the moment, you see, I think I'm actually going to go with Aaron James instead of Connor Green. Anyway, Chris Townsley, a 30-year-old defender, so a bit of experience, looks to be fairly decent. His stats for technical side of defending is almost double figures all round. Good strength, good jumping reach, so he should be pretty decent for us. Aaron James we've seen. Nathan Shepherd will take the left back slot to begin with, can play pretty much anywhere on the left wing. I think he will be quite good for us. He's got better crossing than on the other wing, good at dribbling, good at corners, again high teamwork, so it looks as though we've got a team that are going to be fighting for one another, which will be good, certainly in the lower leagues. On the right wing we've got Billy Vidler, who in theory should be an attacking midfielder on the left. He is right footed, so we will be playing him on the right, and his crossing's good, his natural fitness is good, he's fairly quick, again good work rate, teamwork, passing's woeful, but he's played well so far, so can't really complain too much. Then we've got Chris Faulds, who I think is probably one of our main players this year. Quite a few double figure stats for central midfielder. Passing's 10, tackling 8, marking's not great, first touch is decent, determined, again teamwork, so I think he's a good player for us. Ross Gilmore, not done too well this year in terms of the training, but again a few nice double figures here and there. Passing, again work rate, teamwork, strength, natural fitness, so I think he'll be a decent player for us. It looks as though he used to play for Dundee United. Airdrie is where he got most of his game time, so he didn't really play for Dundee United. Jody Lynch, who we've seen, and then up front we've got David McKenna, 5 goals in 7 games in the friendlies. Prefers to play as an advanced forward. I mean he's okay. Again, look at the teamwork and work rate. That seems to be the common trait between all the players that we have at the moment. But he looks decent so far. He'll be playing as deep lying forward with Poacher as Ali Roy, our youngster on loan from Hearts, and he scored 5 and 6 in the friendlies. And his finishing's not great, but the rest of his skills seem pretty decent. First touch is good, technique. He's quick, so hopefully we can take advantage of that this year. And then also we've got Johnny Court, who's our other striker in on loan, prefers to play as a target man, so he looks fairly decent. He's on loan from Wraith. Now, the one thing about Johnny Court and Ali Roy is they're both on loan until January. I might be able to extend it, might not. We'll just have to see how things are going and whether there's any other options on the loan market, because if we don't have them, it's going to be Natumba and guys like Max Wright, who doesn't really play up front. So yeah, so that's a whistle-stop tour of the team. How did we get on in our friendlies? Well, we had a 3-2 win against our reserves, which wasn't really fantastic. Then we had a great win against Port Vale. Ali Roy getting the goal just before half time, and we really were not the better team there. It was a bit of a smash and grab. Then we had Preston Athletic, who I first read as being Preston North End when I saw Preston. Thought, oh wow, beaten 3-1. No, Preston Athletic, a semi-professional side from Scotland, 3-1 win there. Then a 2-0 win against Irvine Meadow, again another team from Scotland. Heriot Watt, once again another team from Scotland, a 1-0 win, followed by a 3-0 win against Tynecastle, which takes us up to today's game against Glentoran. So I'm not expecting too much from this. I think it's the sort of match where I guess can't really say much until we get into it. Glentoran look as though they're setting up fairly defensively, and they're doing that at home. Oh dear, right, I keep forgetting to do these as well. So you can see I'm probably going to stick with the same sort of thing that I do at all lower league teams and stick with hard tackling, and we'll take off the central midfield players and oops, damn, lost it. So we'll take them off so we can stick with the wide players and the more advanced players and tell them to show onto the weaker foot. We can pull off an upset, I guess, but I'm just going to say to impress everyone and take it from there. So I am trying to play, as I say, 4-4-2, and we're still trying to play short, still trying to play it out defence. I'd like to get my team to play that way. Probably want to play a bit more wider than that. Dropping slightly deeper as well, given the fact that I'm not too confident in our defence. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, now that we're actually playing competitive games, we'll see whether these tactics work. I might have to opt for long ball kind of approach with a target man. It just depends how things go, but anyway, here we are with it. An early chance. Ali Roy puts it away 3 minutes in, across from Vidler, out wide on the right, and dreamland, I think, is how you would describe that. That means the boys can relax now. They don't need to chase a goal here. That'd be fantastic if we could do that. The media are predicting that we're going to finish 9th this year in the league, and certainly from the team meetings with the players, it seems that they all believe the same sort of thing. I've just realised I need to go to extended. So I think that what we're going to see is probably a closely fought league. I don't know. I don't think we'll get promoted, to be honest. A nice cup run here would be good financially and maybe reputation wise. Maybe we could get some better signings in for next season. As Vidler plays it, and again a McKenna, nice snapshot there, straight at the keeper. Certainly stat wise we seem to be in control, and at half time we go in 1-0 up, and I've got to be fairly happy with that. I don't think they are capable of even better, but I'll tell them I think they are. It's very difficult to sign players. I've found there's been a high number of free transfers that look quite good, or that I've known of in the past, and I just haven't been able to offer them a deal because they don't want to relocate, or they don't think I've got the financial packages. Ogan gets through and scores. So our good first half is undone in the second minute of the second half, and now don't have to chase the game, but certainly if we want to go through we have to score again, as Morgan will whip that in and the keeper just palms it away. Shepherd will play it back in, I'll drop the highlight speed down a little bit. Ogun to Gordon. Back out to Ogun. It's a good challenge there from Shepherd. It'll take me a while to get used to the names, and I'm not going to get too attached because when I get a chance to get rid of most of them I will, but I think for this season this will be the squad that we have to run with, as Glentoran come forward again with Ogun. McMenamin will go wide. Kane will get there, whips it across, and yeah, it's out for a corner as Vidler hits it away, chases it down and misses the challenge. Kane will get a chance here. Finlayson, Kane, what are they going to cook up here? There's a big gap here. They haven't found it. Ali Roy now with the ball. Can we get a counter attack? No, we can't. Just play it right back to the goalkeeper. Okay, 69 minutes gone. I'm fairly happy with how they are. I think we can score again. We get a chance here now with Vidler out wide, and nearly another cross special in Football Manager off the post this time. And now Ogun will break forward. Can Glentoran score on the counter? And rather wayward pass out onto the left wing will give us possession again, and 10 minutes to go now. Trying to think of what options I actually have on the bench. McKenna's not played that well, but I think I would like to keep him on, because one of the things that I have set up with this UK Cup is it goes to penalties. No replays, goes straight to penalties. So McKenna is one of our better penalty kick takers, so do you know what, I think I'm going to ride it out and go to penalties here. I don't want to push it and lose a goal. It has been an even match, as Ogun now plays it to Gordon. McCallum and Ogun with a decent shot, but Barnard got his body behind it and that chance is gone. Shepherd now with a corner. Can we snatch in the last few minutes? Nope. McCallum now breaks away, and you can see those black jerseys break forward now, and this could spell danger. Finlayson finds Kane. Great block there from Morgan, and a corner now cleared, thumped forward by Folds, leaving two up the park. McKenna looking for Vidler, and what can Vidler do? Nothing, because the highlight ends. And yeah, that's us. I think we're going to be going to penalties here, boys, which seems to be a frequent occurrence on this channel. It happens quite a bit, so obviously want to favour guys with a bit of composure. Let's see how we do here. Folds will step up to take the first penalty for us, and well, that hasn't gone to plan, has it? Pretty tame penalty there, and it's saved. Addis now, the goalkeeper doesn't even move from the spot, and we're already down. And yeah, a bit disappointing, I guess, to go out in penalties. And well, Holland has hit it off the crossbar. I think it went straight onto the crossbar. I don't think the keeper got a touch. Vidler now, chance to capitalise, and we're back in front. And Kane now steps up. Barnard went the right way but couldn't get a hand to it. Ali Roy smashes it home. Pressure back on Glentoran now. Finlayson will step up. Thought Barnard might have done a bit better with that one, and Gilmore has to score here really, and he does. Very calmly done. All the pressure now on Glentoran. McGee, what can he do? Straight at Barnard. I don't believe it. We've actually gone through. Is that the first time we've won penalties? No, I think we might have won it as the Peebles series against Aberdeen or someone, but right, well, that's great. through to the second round, and it looks as though it's getting drawn the next day. So let's just find out who we're playing. So we're through there, and we're given 15k for making it through, which is quite a big chunk. I mean, obviously we've only got 120k now, so we had 105 before then, but yeah, it's good news. So I'll be hoping for our home tie here. Who have we got? 100 teams to go. Right, obviously I'm not going to sit here and look at all the teams coming through, so let's just draw all the teams and see who we have. And it looks like we're going away to Alloa. Alloa of League 2, so even higher up than Glentoran now. And now you can see the little kind of error here in the fact, well, it's now actually not showing any league, it's just blank. That's okay, I've got the number and the logo. So we'll take a trip to Alloa and their synthetic pitch at the Dodrell Stadium, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that game will take place quite far into the season, so depending on how things go in the league, I'll probably just do that game actually against Alloa and give a rundown of how things are going in the league. We'll get an idea of what teams are going to be challenging for the title and whether or not we will be. Certainly based on that game, I think we've got a decent chance. But what do you guys think? It was a bit unexpected there with that win. How far do you think we can actually go in the UK Cup? Do you think this team has any kind of chance of making it up into UK League 8? First time of asking. I have my doubts, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments box. If you like this episode, make sure you hit a like button, and if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and come back for some more. And until the next time, guys, I'll see you when I see you.